Theatre owners shut down cinema halls across the state on June 7, protesting the early release of movies on OTT platforms. They had chosen to hold a protest by closing theatres for two consecutive days, June 7 and June 8. According to the theatre owners, the early release of movies on OTT platforms makes it difficult for them to run cinema halls. The recent protest was sparked by the release of the Malayalam film 2018 on Sony Live just 5 weeks after it hit the theatres. Despite lacking A-list actors, the movie emerged as one of the highest grossing films in Malayalam cinema after a considerable period of low box office success. The owners of the theatres had anticipated an extended run for this blockbuster film as it attracted large crowds and successfully brought audiences back to the cinema halls. Suresh Shenoy, the managing director of Shenoy Cinemas in Kochi, expressed frustration over the repeated violation of the agreed 42-day window between theatrical and OTT releases. Despite multiple discussions with industry associations, they have failed to adhere to this timeline. Shenoy firmly stated that further discussions are pointless and it is now crucial for the Kerala government to step in and establish a 120-day window. He said if this resolution is not achieved within the next 20 days, they will be left with no choice but to shut theatres indefinitely. According to the president of the Film Exhibitors United Organization of Kerala, K. Vijaykumar, the declining theatre audiences can be attributed to viewers' perception that they can readily access films on their personal devices shortly after their theatrical releases. This perception has had a substantial impact on the theatre business, according to Vijaykumar. He also stated that exceptions were made for certain films like 2018, which had already entered into an OTT agreement before May 31. However, he emphasized that going forward, they would no longer collaborate with the producers of such films and would decline to screen their future releases in their theatres. Vijaykumar further added that any film having an online premiere before the 42-day mark following its theatrical release would face the same consequences. He expressed regret that if the producers of 2018 had exercised a little more patience, the film could have potentially become the first Malayalam film to achieve a gross of 200 crore rupees. Vijaykumar criticized actors who have their own production companies, accusing them of being driven by greed. He condemned their actions, stating that these actors have consistently promoted the practice of releasing their films on OTT platforms shortly after their theatrical releases ever since they assumed the role of producers. Meanwhile, Jude Anthony Joseph, the director of 2018, posted a statement on Facebook and said he respects the theatre owner's decision to call a strike. He said he tries to ensure that the film producer is financially safe before the release of the movie. Joseph said that the deal with Sony Live was a blessing from God and was not done on purpose, and it is part of the business. He extended his gratitude to everyone who supported the movie and expressed his thanks to Sony Live for their belief in the film even before its release. Also, Joseph praised the theatre owners and audiences as true heroes.
Subscribe to the Federal's YouTube page for more news and updates.